I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you this. I don't know. I don't know. But Christmas movies are starting now. And there's a movie premiere tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, forever. They're going to be on Hallmark, Lifetime, Up, the GAC. And you might be wondering, how do I watch this? What do I do? How can I do this? How can I watch all of them? Philo, that's how. We've once again partnered up with Philo to help make this holiday season even better. And they're giving our listeners 25% off for 2 months. The whole holiday season, basically, 25% off. All you gotta do is go to philo.tv/DTH.
Hey everybody, it's Bran. It's a Friday, and I love Hallmark Christmas movies.
You got some Christmas treasures over there, Bran?
Oh, so many.
Okay.
I only know
just one?
Hey.
Singular?
Singular.
Okay.
Hey, it's Panda. I've got a lot of treasure over here.
Oh, yeah. Save them for later,
I'm not
buddy.
gonna share it with any of y'all, and I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Dan, and this movie made me question life choices, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Yeah.
You know, we're supposed to keep up appearances to the hot take. I understand that. We try our best around here, but
We don't want to tip our hand too early.
we've got a very special Friday episode for you. Lots of jam-packed information here on a Christmas treasure, for sure. We're really excited about this one. We really wanted this one to be the Monday to kick off the week. It just didn't, it's not how the cookie crumbled. You know what I mean?
Pan out.
Yeah.
It couldn't pan out that
No.
way.
Couldn't. It
Pan for gold, and that's a treasure.
Yeah,
Am I
man.
right?
You said it, pal. Speaking of treasures, today's the big day, guys.
Today is?
Ice on Main opening up here in Greenville.
Boy.
Oh, wow.
I mean, where else but that Greenville? You got the perfect Main Street. You throw a little ice rink down there. I mean, come on.
You want to know what's really exciting also about that Greenville? I think we are slowly becoming like the mayors of Christmas here in the town.
The three of us.
The three of us.
The mayors of Christmas.
Yes. We have been asked to judge the parade, the Christmas parade, which is
wow.
We've been asked to judge Christmas windows, to go around and judge.
Like Window Wonderland.
Window Wonderland.
That's fun.
So neither of those two things are mayoral duties. They're more judgeships.
Yes, but we're the guys.
We're the guys.
So what I'm saying is, I told them we're not going to do any of that until we get a key to the city and you crown us as mayor of Christmas.
Mayor Knox White of Christmas.
Yes.
Knox White
Collectively,
Christmas.
the
What
three
do
of
I
us.
get?
Key to the city.
Dude,
What doors does it open?
I got to be honest. None of this small town nonsense works for me in these movies. But if I got a key to the city, like an actual key to the city, I'll judge your windows.
Yep.
I'll judge your parade.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
100%.
This is why I actually wanted to do this. I want the fame of having a key to the city.
And you want to know something else that I just found out?
What's
You
that?
guys know the Bassmaster Classic?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, do I. I love watching fishing.
So the Bassmaster Classic apparently is like coming to Greenville or something like that.
There's where?
Somewhere in the,
Reedy Falls? Where they
Guys
right
out
off
there in a little
suspension
motorboat.
bridge?
I'm going down.
I got one. This current's pretty tough for bass.
Whoa!
Right here, I got this lure right here. Don't catch nothing.
First one to catch a bass in the current wins. Those bass masters are down there in their waders, trying to hang on to rocks.
Dude,
Grabbing fish like grizzly bears in the water.
They dumped so many fish down there ahead of time. They were just prepared for the night. Some higher up at the Bassmaster Classic loves our podcast.
Really?
It came up in passing. So shout out to the person at
Are you
Bassmaster.
serious?
Yeah, Classic that
Shout out
loves
to
us.
Bassmaster, everybody.
And if you get us on a boat,
Dude,
at the Bassmaster Classic,
forget a boat. I forget a boat. I will gladly announce the Bassmaster Classic.
guys, we gotta do so with the Bassmaster
Man,
Classic.
come on.
I would love. I want that.
Gosh,
I want that more
it's
than
a
anything.
no-brainer.
So anyways, come to Greenville. Going to be a lot of fun this holiday season. The Universal Yums box, the code is out. It's Hallmark. It's up to $30 off, 6 or 12 month.
Put that promo code
box.
in.
That's exactly
Get your
right.
discount.
Depending
Best
on
snack
the
box there
size
is.
of box you
That's
get,
right.
you can get
Yeah,
up to $30. So there
yeah.
you go. Perfect Christmas gift.
I mean, no-brainer.
And Philo is also a pretty great Christmas gift.
So was a book. We got you covered. Oh, I'll Be Home for Christmas movies.
Oh, wow.
We're starting to see all the Christmas bookstore setups, right?
Yeah.
Like, the bookstore Christmas setups will be better. And we're starting to see it on the shelves.
Yeah, like when you walk into a bookstore and you see things. Speaking of bookstores and speaking of Greenville, we might be doing a little book signing here in Greenville.
Ooh, yeah.
News to follow, but very excited about that.
I am. I'm really excited about it.
Book signing. I've never been to a book signing. What do you do?
You sign them.
You say hey to people and sign their books.
Do we do some interpretive movement?
We all should have to read each other's essays as a voice chosen by the one that wrote the essay.
Yeah, that's great.
Mine's pretty heartfelt. So is Panda's and yours. That would get weird, I think, now that I think about it out loud.
My grandma. You guys ready to talk about a Christmas treasure?
Yeah, of course I am.
A Christmas treasure.
Dude, I just found out that Bassmaster is usually on Lake Hartwell, and they bring their catches to the well downtown, and they do the catch thing. Dude, I would announce that in the well in a heartbeat. Key to the City, announce the Bassmaster Classic. I can retire. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Just call us. Have your people call our people,
right.
the Bassmaster people.
Is there one guy who's the Bassmaster who sits in a big chair up there? I'm the Bassmaster.
I'm the Bassmaster.
Go ahead, sorry.
Don't mess,
Whenever you're ready,
don't
Brian.
mess with me. Christmas Treasure originally aired on November 7th, 2021, and it went a little something like this. Meet Lou. She is a hard-hitting local journalist who is planning to leave her hometown of Pine Grove to leave to the big city of New York City. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. She wants to write a novel. And that's a novel idea. We then meet Kyle, who is back in town after missing the past 2 Christmases, and his aunt won't let him forget that. He is a chef and is going to help her with her restaurant while he's in town. Lou goes for a dinner out with her sister and friend before leaving, the town. Is her last day at the office and this whole thing, and so she goes out with them. Kyle brings the food out, and when he sees that Lou doesn't put salt or pepper on the meatloaf, that's when you know you're the one. The town is the one. Still the one with no salt. It's perfectly seasoned. The town's unboxing a 100-year-old time capsule. Lou doesn't want to miss it. I'm not going to go to New York, miss this.
Who would want to miss a time capsule?
No.
So many really fun, cool things in here. Super interesting.
This time capsule.
Look at
so
this.
Great.
This is a rotary telephone. Somebody probably used it.
A journal. Huh?
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That is spicy. This looks like it's a bit of string, maybe a shoelace. There's not an end cap on it, so maybe it's just string that was holding something else together.
So she's there. She's on stage, naturally. And we find out that the items are a hymn book, a hymnal, if you will, a menu, a journal from her great-grandpa, a copy of the newspaper, and a lantern. So despite that underwhelming haul, people think, hey, we should do this again. Let's do this again, everybody. Lou is preparing to head to New York, but she keeps bumping into Kyle. They bond over food, which is good because it's literally the only thing Kyle talks about ever.
Is it anything to do with Nouvelle, you think, or
Yeah.
no?
Kyle is helping his aunt come up with a dish for the Taste of Christmas competition. And after going through a few dishes that just didn't scream Christmas, they land on that Christmas classic, stew. They win. Kyle and Lou talk about food some more. And then Jordan Sparks finally sings, and all is right in the world. She sang Oh Holy Night, and indeed it was. Afterwards, Kyle asks if she would join him for a sleigh ride, and she says, thanks, but no thanks. I've had all the food talk I can handle. I got to write my book, and things are clicking. Kyle gets a job in Chicago, but he turns it down because he wants to stay and make stew in Pine Grove. Before the Christmas recital, her sister is She's gonna
Having
have her baby.
Yes.
So that's pretty exciting. And that happens. She gets that call when she's on a nostalgic walk and is talking to Kyle. It's time for the next time capsule event, and Jordan Sparks sings This Christmas, and that's great. Lou decides that she is not going to move to New York because, and I don't know if you guys knew this or not, you can write anywhere.
Really? You can write. You can
No.
write any, even in the small towns. You can write.
Even in the small
No.
towns, you can write. There's literally anywhere you can write. You can write anywhere. And he's not leaving either. Just, stewing stuff. And so they go to kiss, and then the 100-year-old lantern flickers. And that, my friends, was a Christmas treasure.
We did it. We did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the good stuff there.
Hey, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and we will break this movie down. If that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
You ready to homework? Let's see what Santa put in the box today. Ooh, here's a new thing that I'm pretty much into, guys. Tea.
Pretty much into it, huh?
I like tea.
Yeah.
I'm a tea boy
Yeah.
now.
I love tea.
Tea's
Helps my
really good.
throat.
It helps my throat. And when the temperature's going high and low like it is here in Greenville,
Need the tea.
you need the tea to kind of clear things up.
You got some tea on tea over there?
I got some tea on tea, guys. I got the tea. The
Ooh.
tea is tea drops. Think of a bath bomb, except no bath, but tea.
Okay.
Put the tea bombs, you might say. Tea drops. You drop this nice little, it's like a cute little shape into hot water. You stir it, and there it is. Your perfectly made tea in seconds. There's no more messy tea bag, no more steeping. They just dissolve in hot water.
And this is the wave of the future.
right?
This is what Dippin' Dots claimed it was.
That's exactly right. That was always the thing that was holding me back from tea is the whole steep. I never know how long to steep for.
You can't steep it long enough.
You can't steep it long enough, but somehow I still did. I don't know. Tea drops made it so easy. They're made right here in the good old US of A, and it's also fair trade. So lots of great varieties to choose from, including some holiday tea varieties to cozy up with to watch your Hallmark movies. You got the chocolate gingerbread, pumpkin spice, sweet peppermint.
And I'm
Can't
Come
wait. And I'm very excited about this promo code,
Okay.
which is Deck the Tea.
Deck the tea.
Deck the Tea.
What do you get?
Get 20% off.
Boy.
When you go to the Tea Drops website. That is myteadrop.com. That is myteadrop.com. And then you use the promo code Deck the Tea for 20% off.
Is TTEA?
TEA.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey!
Sleep at night. That was one of the dumbest questions I've ever heard.
No.
Why would it be just tea?
It's actually
know.
that
The
whole ad read was about shirts. Yes, believe
And
it.
that would have been TEE.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
break down a Christmas treasure. And I think we should start with the hot take, where we share exactly how we thought of this movie. And early reviews in is Panda this week has been subpar.
Yeah.
That's what the hot take message boards, the
I understand.
forums
Yeah,
are
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So
But did
this
they miss
is
something? Did they miss a hidden gem, a diamond in the rough here?
Yeah, I think they did. Because if you're ready for it, guys, this movie right here is the worst movie we have seen this entire year. Doesn't matter the season, the worst movie we've seen this year. It's worse than Beverly Hills Wedding. It is worse than what is that other movie that we saw with the soap opera?
Oh, yeah. The one with Jen Lilly. And
Yeah,
Ryan
Jen
Page.
Lilly. Yeah, that movie.
Yeah.
This is worse.
Bald Eagle up there.
Bald Eagle. Worse than the Eagles and the travel. This is the worst movie we have seen this year. It is boring. It goes nowhere. The plot is not compelling. The only redeeming feature in this entire movie is when Jordan Sparks sings. And it is phenomenal when she sings. She's amazing. She's absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, she doesn't sing until the hour mark.
Yeah.
She should be singing more than 2 songs. You have
Over and over
squandered
again.
her talent, and the whole reason I think most people would want to tune in to watch Jordan Sparks. The lead she is paired with does nothing. He does not compliment it. She has to carry the load of this movie, which is unfortunate.
She
cannot do it.
No.
And that's not a knock on her. It's just not her. It's just not her wheelhouse. Like, it's just not what
She's never done it before.
she's never done it before. And so, like, come on, help her out. Like, pair her with somebody. Like, he gave her nothing. He delivers every line in the same way. And man, it's a boring movie. It's the worst movie we've seen this year.
Now, I think you're going to turn the tide here. I really feel like Panda's been too hard. Now's the time. Brand, you're the love it guy. Like, you have a cheery outlook. You love Christmas movies.
Love it.
I feel a shift. I feel some trade winds here. Brand, here we go. Give me the good stuff.
I want to start by saying this. I really adore Jordan Sparks as an artist and now as an actor. I thought Jordan Sparks did a really great job and brought a lot to this movie. I thought she was incredibly charming, and I hope that we see her in more Hallmark movies. But this movie, how can I sum it up? They picked Stu. They picked Stu. This movie is the stew of Christmas movies.
They picked Stu.
They picked Stu.
They went with
Of
Stu.
all of the dishes, they were making some sort of lobster cakes,
Stu.
and they went with Stu.
Christmas stew,
This
baby.
movie is the stew of Christmas movies. It's also at the bottom of my list.
We got an audible boo from Bran in
Yeah.
this movie.
That's true.
There was some line that was just. It's not
From Bran in this movie.
the script leaves a lot to be desired. It just didn't feel like there was any movement. But I will say the lights in this movie was Jordan Sparks. I really thought she did a really good job, and it's not just because she knocked it out of the park with Oh Holy Night and This Christmas, which she did, and there was no brainer that she would. I was pleasantly surprised by her acting chops. I thought she brought a lot to the table. Please, Hallmark, cast her again. I hope this isn't the only time we see her because, again, Stu. They went with Stu. Of all the things they could go with, they went with Stu.
This movie is an unmitigated disaster. It is. I was in a boredom-induced coma for a solid hour. I was stirred awake by Oh Holy Night, only to be reminded once the song finished that we were still in a barren wasteland of underwhelming feelings. I just questioned my life choices. Everyone in this movie, I feel like they're whispering as to not disturb all of those of us who are trying to nap while watching it.
Yep.
Like, hey, talk loud enough so we make a movie, but not loud enough to where the guy on the couch is clearly falling asleep. We don't want to mess with him. He's probably in a REM cycle right now. It's bad. And on top of that, I just, for the life of me, couldn't figure out the thread of the movie.
Yep.
I mean, Hallmark's not supposed to be the usual suspects, guys. Like, it's pretty simple. We got to save the town through a bakery or a fundraiser or the small town, big city, mix up or twins. This is like a time capsule, and a chef and a writer walk into a bar and they're like, let's hang out and put the things back in the box again.
And eat some stew.
Movie. There's nothing to care about. The stakes couldn't be lower. There weren't any stakes. That would require someone to talk with some sort of dramatic inflection in their voice. It was terrible. The only reason it's not the worst movie we've seen is because Brandon and I watched a little classic called Christmas in Carolina, which I would watch 1,000 times over this movie.
1,000 times.
Qualitatively worse. This is the least amount of fun I've had in a movie.
Don't you dare bring up Christmas in Carolina.
This year, and maybe in the entirety of our podcast. This is at the bottom of the list. How dare you, Hallmark? How dare you throw this hour 23 ambient on the screen? I have to stay awake to review these.
Yep.
Like, do me the favor of having someone that speaks loudly occasionally. It's bad, but bad. It doesn't deserve the title of Dumpster Fire. It's terrible, awful movie.
Doesn't deserve the title of Dumpster Fire.
Yep.
That's a good
Just a
movie.
real stew down there.
It's a real stew.
It's a real stew. Gosh, I hate stew, man. I hate stew.
I don't mind it. If you add bell peppers to it, it upsets me, though.
You hear that out there? Anybody shipping a stew,
don't
leave the bell peas out.
dare. Guys, I've seen it. I've seen Panda when he gets bell pepper stew.
It's almost as bad as when he gets mustard on his junior bacon cheeseburger.
It ruins the whole balance.
I got extra burgers. I was okay with it. Man, how hungry were we after that Kansas City show?
Man.
Sheesh.
Would
So
have been great
hungry.
if I'd been able to eat.
Now, you got your nuggets. Just pipe down over there.
I've never seen you so bad.
It was perfect.
It was so great.
And
It was
then
great. Over the dumbest thing.
They gave away at McDonald's the next day. I was so hungry, and they gave away. They gave away my
McGriddles.
McGriddles.
That's right. Man, I love it.
Maddening.
Oh, so great.
Hate when they give away my food. They don't get my order
Need my
right.
food.
I was so hungry.
Man.
Let's talk about the feels. Panda?
Oh, Holy Night feels?
Oh, Holy Night.
Oh,
Yep.
Holy Night feels?
Yes, but I have one more.
All right. good.
What?
No.
Guys,
Stop it. You tried to shoehorn Jordan Sparks as a good actor into this thing. Here's the thing is, by comparison to what else is going on, she's
it's
charming.
not-
In any
no.
other movie, she's the weak link.
I
No.
wanted to see her
No.
again with
You are-
something
I would love to
better.
see
you
her
are
again.
wrong.
I would love to see her
You
again.
are wrong in
That is
every.
not what this is.
Yes, it is. No, you're wrong. Is what I'm trying to say.
She wasn't delightful. She was boring, just like everybody else was.
False.
I think she started off really strong, but
Yes.
then by the end of the movie,
And then they're like, well, she doesn't have anything to do
No,
here.
you guys were letting your boring.
You looked for something positive and you found it and you just exaggerated it.
I'm
That's
not
what happened.
exaggerating. I am legitimately a Jordan Sparks fan in general.
Yeah, I know you are. I
So
think
I'm
we
a
all
heart just
are
like
here.
a tattoo. There's a little thing they do here like twice, which is her great grandpa is narrating the journal, and his voice works. And I wish they would have. I wish his voice was like the thread that was tying the movie together, because he brought a lot of, whoever that voice actor was, brought a lot of gravitas. Hey, let's take one more quick break.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
We're
I like
back,
it.
everybody.
I like
We're
it.
back.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's
Hey,
do it.
let's do this. Let's do the wait what's, where we talk about
Okay.
the things in this movie that made us go wait what. Panda?
I honestly I don't have many because I was bored.
was really a struggle for us to pay
Yeah,
attention
it was
here.
just unbelievably boring. The only one I have is at one point my man Kyle says it seems like we are at a fork in the road, metaphorically speaking. And I don't know why you need to add that.
Things you don't need to say out loud.
You don't need to say metaphorically speaking. We all understand it's a metaphor, Kyle. We all get it, Chief. We understand you're not at a literal fork in the road. We also know there's not even a literal fork. We
Yes.
understand it, Kyle.
Yeah.
You don't need to say it's a metaphor.
I'm on cloud 9, metaphorically speaking. I'm not on a real cloud labeled 9. That would be absurd.
Clouds can't even have
Metaphorically.
numbers up there. One time I saw a cloud that kind of looked like the 9, but not cloud 9.
I smelled the color 9 one time. What if cartoons got saved? We did it. That's 2 Chris Rices for the price of 1.
Yeah,
Just
thank
let
you.
me know.
I loved it.
I appreciate
That's
it.
the only thing I had. The rest of the time I was trying not to fall asleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have enough to, I think, make this go past 30. This movie starts off, I believe it's the second line. There's a Christmas tree salesman that starts
We
off
got a
with
double decker, don't worry. It'll
with
go
a
past 30.
there's a guy, a Christmas tree salesman, who starts off the movie by going, "Hey hoo, hey hoo." What are you up to?
Oh, man.
Guys, I went nuts on Jordan Sparks. I know. I said she was wonderful. But one thing you don't do is put the ornaments on your tree and then put the lights on.
Monsters.
How does it even
do it.
work? How does it even work? It doesn't work. That's how. I take back everything I said. I found it funny. She comes into the restaurant and she's like, "Hey, could you make me a sandwich?" And
this is great.
And he just kind of says, "You hold on a second." And then he comes out and he says, I hope you like lobster. Now, I know that that's what him and the aunt had made, and so that's what he had on hand. But sometimes a sandwich just means sometimes you just want a sandwich.
I love
Can you
lobster,
imagine
but-
craving a sandwich and out comes lobster?
Yeah, that'd be
It'd be-
tough.
it would
It's
be
very
tough.
different. They're not even in the same ballpark. Here's how boring this movie was.
It was very boring.
The way that they decided to announce the winner of the Christmas Food Festival was to call them into a tight huddle. Hey, guys.
Hey, listen.
Hey, come over here.
We don't want to raise our
huddle up.
voices here.
I got good news. You guys won. And then everybody kind of overhears it.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest way to announce a winner of a thing where that's the whole purpose. The whole purpose is we're competing to win the best Christmas dish.
There are no less than a half dozen other chefs there who don't know that they've lost yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they just told the group that won privately, hey, you got the trophy. It was the stew just knocked it out of the park, guys. Christmas stew, who knew?
Why? Why do that?
Yeah.
My guy, whatever his name is, Kyle, is at a job interview type thing. Where he has to make a couple of dishes, and the guy who tries to dish dish number 2 says a little too much meat and potato, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean.
Meat and potatoes is like really hearty, I guess.
It's a little too much meat and potato, if you know what I mean.
I still don't know why.
Is that some sort of code?
I got nothing. Yeah.
And last but not least, you know what? Lip sync all you want to. Doesn't bother me any. You know, it's bad. It is what it is. You know, and sometimes they're not really playing instruments. I know that's crazy. But at least try. You know, get close to the things. That's not what the drummer did in this movie. That drummer could not have been further away from the cymbals, and he's going like this. Cymbals are down here, and he's like trying to act like he's hitting.
Not even
in the ballpark. Just get close. Just get close, buddy. Dan?
Kyle, early on in this movie, he says, he laments in his soothing NPR voice, there's not a lot of people looking to hire a chef around the holidays. Why not? I'm pretty sure the holidays are like the restaurant's like busiest
time.
season.
Yep.
You would 100% be able to find work cooking food around the holidays. My favorite wait what of this movie that is the last line of the movie. My second favorite wait what is her dad opening the time capsule, and he says, "It's my grandfather's journal. Isn't that special?" Like Panda when someone got his McGriddles. He says it like it's the most disappointing thing he's ever heard. Oh, look, it's my grandfather's journal. Isn't that impressive? I guess not. I guess it's not impressive. Just, break 2 decibels with your speech.
Was someone behind the movie in this movie just constantly going,
Down. Keep it down, everybody.
just
Our kids are napping. Keep it down. When they give them the
oh, it's my grandpa's journal. Isn't that special?
Yeah.
Caught.
Listen. I can tell
I know you're excited.
but can we just drop it like 80%, like barely there?
80%?
Think catatonic, kick it up a notch. Like that's what we need.
How about this? Oh, my grandpa's journal. Isn't that special?
Oh, that's perfect.
Print it.
All right.
Like
Cool.
they're still using film. Print that. They probably are for this movie. I don't know. When they give the trophy out to the winning team and not tell anybody else, they ask them if they can take a break a second. They go, "Hey, can you take a break a second? We need to talk to you." And I want to be clear. They are going to take a break from standing still and stirring an empty pot. That is what they're doing. They're not serving anyone. There's no dishes anywhere. One of them is stirring an empty pot, and the other one is standing still, already taking a break. Can you take a break from taking a break real quick to come over and take a break with us? You take a break from taking a break? You take a break?
Yes, let's huddle up. Let's have a quick chat.
I don't want to get this too loud.
Let's just have a quick chat.
We're all winners here, but you guys are going to get the trophy.
Good job.
And then last but not least, the last line of this movie is indefensible. This beacon that they pimp out all movie long. The beacon, it's going to shine. It shined by itself. Santa was here. We did it. They talk about this beacon nonstop. And we're like, man, there's going to be this really cool thing that happened with the beacon. The beacon's in the window. They kiss. We see a close-up of the beacon. It clearly comes on and then goes right back off. And she says to Kyle, did you see that beacon? It came on. And he says, he could have literally been like, man, this is Christmas magic. Must be love. Something. He says, I don't know if it was the beacon or not. Maybe a power surge, energy surge, something like that. Roll credits. Now, a couple things. First of all, just not the time, Kyle. It's just not the time to push your glasses to your nose and correct the love of your life. Well, we don't know if it was the beacon. You just called
Statistically more likely to be the energy surge than
Second
magic.
of all, I don't know if you know
I
this.
love that guy.
That beacon isn't plugged into a dang thing. Not a thing. There are lights all around you plugged in. If there was a power surge or an electric surge, the one place you wouldn't have seen it is the beacon.
Could be a power surge, could be an energy surge.
That is the one place that would not happen or it wouldn't affect. An energy surge would not affect that beacon.
Appreciate you bringing the lantern as a possibility. I got two more to throw at you.
But I want to tell you.
Power surge, energy surge.
Yeah, and also, I know we just kissed, but let's get technical for a second. Could have been that.
You think so?
Maybe it wasn't. Have you ever thought that it wasn't?
Yeah. Have you even
ever
just
thought
taken
that
a step back?
Have you ever thought that it wasn't? Have you ever thought maybe that you're not always right?
Like maybe it's a power surge, maybe it's an energy surge.
I rewound the line to laugh a second time.
Is there a more underwhelming
grief.
beacon? The beacon in Spartanburg is more exciting than the beacon in this movie. Shout out to Beacon. What do you have?
The beacon, man, that beacon is a plenty.
It sure
Amen.
is, man. Sure is.
Good gracious.
Shout
That's all I
out.
got.
It's time for What the Hallmark Inspired Show. We wonder what could have been. Maybe happens with clarity questions we still have. Panda.
So going back to this time capsule thing, they're going to do a new time capsule. They did a new time capsule.
They do a new time capsule.
They do a new
Yes.
time capsule.
Correct.
What? I don't even know if I have anything other than I don't think I have it. I'm trying to think of a
time
question.
capsule. You know, we're gonna.
I'm trying to think of something that is even remotely compelling that I care about asking further questions about. That's my problem. I don't care.
This is like my kid, who wants to talk to me and doesn't have anything to say. So he's
Yep.
like, what do whales?
What do?
Buddy, I don't know. What do whales?
I think, and that's how I'm going to leave it. What do time capsules? Am I right? And I think you guys knew where I was going with it, and I just would like maybe some more clarification on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do whales?
What do whales?
I was gonna bring up the serious thing about the restaurant in did they find a good chef? What did he make? But now that I've thought about it, what do whales?
You never can tell with
No, I
whales.
can't. Dan?
You can't. Why did this movie get made? I know you're thinking I'm making one up here. How did we get here?
Yep.
How did we get to script? That's a go. Casting, definite win here. Stamp of approval. Looking at dailies going, is everyone whispering? Is there a plot? How did this get made?
You know what, though? We made it almost 3 full weekends before we got here.
How did this movie? But this is an all-timer, and you know it.
It's all.
Can you
It's,
think
it's
of
on
any,
the low. It's
this
on,
is worse than Christmas in Montana.
It is.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Guys,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think
Fact.
you.
No, it's worse.
I-
It's worse. It is worse.
I'll meet you outside on this one.
Yeah.
I'll take it to the streets.
It's worse.
I'll take it to the streets.
This is worse than Christmas in Montana. Period.
I'm not saying Christmas in Montana is good.
No, it's bad.
I don't know. The only reason, let me say this: the only reason I would potentially side with Brandon is the Jordan Sparks singing.
But you said it was worse. You
Yeah,
specifically
I know,
said.
and I'm sitting there thinking,
if
the
I only had
thing-
Christmas, you're taking this movie over. If I only
No,
had Christmas,
If I only had Christmas is worse than this movie.
yes.
Because that movie is more actively bad. This movie is DOA.
Yeah,
If I only had Christmas is more entertaining than this movie, though.
that's true.
See, this movie it has kind kind of like Christmas Ring vibes, you know, where
The
it's
Christmas
just
Ring's way better than this.
let's see,
Way better.
Okay, Swept Up by Christmas.
Well, that movie's better than this movie. That's a Lindy Booth joint.
It's Lindy Booth.
Gotta go. Say
Gotta
Lindy.
go with Lindy Booth. This movie's better. The only one you've come up with is If I've Only Had Christmas, and that's a legit.
I was just looking at my list from last year to see if
Yeah,
there was
yeah,
anything.
yeah. Real bad.
This is towards the bottom. Yeah, If I Only Had Christmas, worse.
Yeah, that's it though. That's it.
Montana's worse. I want to go back. I don't remember what my bottom list was from 18 or 19.
I don't think that was my worst movie.
I said that it felt like a Ken Burns documentary. I remember that. And
But I don't think any of us had that as our worst of the year in 19.
it wasn't.
I think we had other movies. We had because there was the Merry Christmas Match that we hated a lot, and then there was a couple others we hated.
I got to go back and listen.
Yeah. We got to pick.
We did, everybody. Congratulations.
Yay.
It's Friday, which means it's Double Decker of the Week day.
Yes, it is.
Double Decker of the Week day.
Yep.
And the weekday. Where we dive in, Panda does the deep dive onto Google Plus to find out some things about some of the double deckers. People who have signed up for Brainwell Gym Plus. You too can sign up for Brainwell Gym Plus. Get ad-free podcast all holiday season long.
Kelly Mayer, like John Mayer.
Yep.
Spelled the same way. Kelly Mayer.
I'm familiar.
Oh, I bet you are.
Kelly has a she's a laugh a minute. Let me tell you, just a
She's
real right.
our laugh a minute.
No, she's a laugh a
everybody
minute.
has one.
Collectively,
Our
we
laugh a
voted
minute.
her.
Our laugh a minute.
But she is both a laugh and our laugh a minute. Has her own little radio program that she likes to do prank phone calls,
oh boy.
Sure.
and it's called Roll Call.
All right.
Now, I will say that the pranks all have kind of a unique thing. She always calls and she's pretending that she's a different loaf of bread every single time.
That's the.
Why?
It's
What's
just her
funny
bit,
about
and it's
that?
fun. Well, it's a good bit. I don't know what to tell you. It's great. She's done some real good ones.
We'll be the judge of that.
We will.
Roll call.
Oh, today I'm gonna call my appliance repairman, and I'm gonna prank him real good. Pling.
Terry's Appliance can I help you.
Hey Terry, do you have any friends?
Yes. Yeah. Who's speaking?
Would you like a rye or die, homie?
What? So I want to get this straight.
Got him real good.
I just want to get this straight.
Is that our producer?
I think it is. She doesn't ever explain to the caller that she is a roll. It's not that she is a loaf of bread. She just uses bread in a pun.
Well, let's listen to one more because I think this.
I
I think this will
clear it up. Yeah.
Down. Roll call.
Oh, today I'm gonna call my librarian. I'm gonna prank him real good.
Tara's library. Can I help you?
Hey Terry, it's wheat bread.
I'm sorry. Did you say it was wheat bread?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I help you?
Would you like some wheat bread?
Are you offering me some of yourself?
Oh, you got him.
Roll call holiday edition.
Oh, I'm gonna prank. I can't wait to prank my favorite friend, Abby.
Ring.
Abby's phone, Terry speaking.
Hey, Abby, do you like fruitcake?
Is this wheat bread?
You got him.
We'll be back tomorrow with the Netflix episode covering Father Christmas is back. Until then, we'll be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast. It's presented by Philo TV. It's produced by Brandon Gray and recorded live in, Greenville, South Carolina. Set decor is by Plum at Haywood Mall. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on Bramble Jam Podcast Network, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com.